And what they're trying to do is they're trying to fool you right now into doing something.
Yeah, that's white people.
Read her. Because when you was enslaved, they push and influence you as a person who can do magic to church and
you got to go through trials and tribulations, and while you go through it, you have to still keep the commandments. So just right there, you had a little girl came up, she was gonna learn, right? As soon as she came up, the other dude came up as well. Here's what happened.
But when they have heard,
When they hear the word,
Satan cometh immediately.
you say God's not real.
that's not real.
Why you say God's not real?
Because you're under mind control by the aliens as white people. By the aliens as white people. By the aliens as white people.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Natalia? Okay, Natalia, we're talking about the kingdom of heaven, right? You want to make it to heaven? So what we just read is there's certain dangers you have to pass through in order to get to the heaven, but you have to keep God's commandments to get there in the first place. So question, do you keep God's commandments?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. What commandments do you keep?
My dad has a Bible, and occasionally I do read it.
Okay. Watch this. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Here's one commandment God gave for women. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name? Nathaniel? All right, Nathaniel, check it out. We showing about God's commandments. We're going to show us this one commandment. I'm going to see if you agree.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Now, I got a question.
That ain't real. God is not real.
You say God's not real.
That's not real.
Why you say God's not real?
Because you're under mind control by the aliens as white people. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to fool you right now into doing something.
Yeah, that's white people.
Get weaker and weaker. Because when you was enslaved, they push and influence you as a person who can do magic to church and everything.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right now, what you read
So-
right now, what they already wrote in the chapter is of course you have to do. And haters come be out.
Hey, watch this. Because you agree with what you say?
Check it out.
Does God exist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve, does God exist?
Realize
Okay. Now watch this. Now watch this. We're gonna deal with that later. But first we're gonna deal with this law. So watch this. That's your dad?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right,
Go
go
listen
ahead.
to him.
Yeah, go ahead. Go listen to your dad. All right. Now watch this. Even for what he said,
He came from a distraction.
yeah, that was a distraction. You
Until
know what's happening
the
right there?
father.
Go to
You sound sick of work?
Marco, you know what I want.
She came up here to learn. He just walked up. No one pushed him.
The book of Mark, chapter 4,
No, he just
Come
walked
on.
up.
verse 15.
He said
I'm gonna show you what just happened there, Steve.
No. Excuse me, bro.
And the verse 14. The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown.
So just right there, you have people. You got a little girl came up. She was gonna learn, right? As soon as she came up, the other dude came up as well. Here's what happened.
But when they have heard,
When they hear the word,
Satan cometh immediately.
that was Satan right there. He said, nope, not that, not, I don't want you to get that, and try to make a distraction. That's what happened. So, don't get distracted. Continue listening. That's what it is. He's trying to sift you away, sift the people away before they can hear the word. Now, watch this.
No, you
Watch
can-
it. Even to deal with that, give me Psalms 14:01, and then we'll go to Romans 1 and 20. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 14, verse 1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God.
The fool said in his heart, there's no God. God don't exist. It's aliens that run the world. No. White people are aliens. The Bible calls them aliens because they don't belong in this land. This land belongs to the Native Americans and the Seminole Indians. They stole this land from them. And then they say that America is, what was it? They say that this is America's 250th birthday. America was built and born off stolen land.
Right.
They're alien to this land. Just like the Israelis are alien to the land of Israel. Yes, white people are aliens. But guess what? They didn't write the Bible. God used black and Hispanic men, who he calls the Israelites, to write the Bible. Now watch this.
When
Read
dude
on.
first pulled up, dude right here. When dude first pulled up, he walked up on the hill.
They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
God says the reason why they don't believe in me is because they have done abominable works. Because they're in a sinful life, they don't want to accept that there's a God. Because think about it, if you know that there's a God, there's a creator, then you know there's a judgment for the things that you do. So a way to cope with that is, there is no God. I don't believe that there's a power. I don't believe there's a creator. So now they say, do as thou wilt. That's what they really are saying. In fact, Romans chapter 1 verse 20, here's how we know God exists.
Romans chapter 1 verse 20.
Abia.
For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen.
The things that God created are clearly seen. You read about Noah's Ark where rain came down. Look at what's there right now. Rain's coming down from heaven. That's what God created. When it stops raining, what do you normally see after it stops raining? A rainbow. Wait, didn't God say that he would do that as a covenant, that he wouldn't flood the earth again? So we see the works of God in our day-to-day life. So what he's saying, that's what we know. That was Satan himself. He sent one of his minions. Nope. Make sure that they do not hear that word. So that's the reason why I say you don't want to be by yourself. Because you see Satan's out here already working. So you need to call that number. You need to come to the school. You need to be around godly men who you know keep the commandments of God.
Right.
That's what you gotta do. And even for yourself. Because they went over the laws with you. They went over the laws with you. Yeah. The laws. The brothers earlier. You touched on laws? Yeah. Okay. Now let me ask you a question. Why do you cut your beard? Why do you cut your beard? Why you shave it?
I'm gonna shave because it started turning white.
Wait, whoa. Start turning white. Proverbs 16 verse 32. I'm shooting from the hip. I think that's it. I want to show you something about white hair. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I pray and hope for the day that my hair starts turning white, because I'm gonna say, listen, look. You know that Jesus Christ and God and the angels got white hair? Oh, I'm gonna be gloating like no other. I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, you see this right here? Yeah, boy, I look like my creator right here and right now. Here's what God says about white hair. 16 verse 32.
Proverbs chapter
Verse 31.
16 verse 31. The hoary head,
the gray hair,
is a crown of glory.
Is a what?
Is a crown of glory.
Is what?
A crown of glory.
God says you having those gray hairs, that's a crown of glory for you, because it shows you have experience. But there's a catch. Read the next part.
If it be found in the way of righteousness.
You don't want to gloat or boast in gray hairs that you got in evil. You want to boast in, I have experience in righteousness. That's what you want to. That's what you want to have. So you having gray hairs, that's a crown of glory to you, and that should show you that the young men, hey, I can show you life experience, so that way you don't make the mistakes that I made. You could be better. That's the purpose of the older generation, to train up the next generation to be better than themselves. So you should grow out your beard. Who cares that it's gray? God says that's your crown of glory right there.
Right.
So here's the question: will you grow out your beard?
After I do some research with the Bible, like you guys do. That's why I decided to stay here, because I want to learn more about it.
Of course. Of course. That's why I encourage you to call the number, come to the school, so that way, because the school is a place of learning. That's how all of us came up. We had to learn the laws, we researched, and then when we saw that what they're saying is true, we learned more and more and more, and that's what we're out here now to get our people to repent as well.
Right.
Watch this. Judas chapter 8 verse 24. Because since you know,
So she knows about us.
how you doing, sis? What's your name? Lisa. Now, Lisa, I got a question. And I get it. We all striving for that perfection. But
across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.